What's going on, guys? Roman the Rover here. I'm going to get into a huge thing that a lot of sellers don't understand when it comes to repricers and scouting. It's not as big of a problem with scouting, but it's a huge problem with understanding how repricers work. Because if you don't get this, you're not going to be able to program your repricer to do anything that makes sense. With scouting, it's not that big of an issue. It actually allows for a lot of online arbitrage opportunities because of the way this is set up. But I'm going to get into it right here. So, any third-party software only has access to the lowest 15 prices. So what does this mean, and why does Amazon do it? It means that we only can see the lowest 15 prices. So most of the time, I'm using like the ScoutIQ Scoutly layout. You see here, this is the first used column. And then a lot of times you'll see the second column, which is the FBA column. You'll see that's empty, right? The reason why this is empty is because the FBA offers exist below the 15th offer. So what I mean by that, in this case, the buy box is down here, right? So the buy box is 20 bucks. So in this case, this is a 15th offer. This is the first offer up here. The 16th offer is $20. That's the first FBA offer, okay? So ScoutIQ and Scoutly, all these apps aren't gonna catch it. So usually if this was in the 14th position, it would catch it here and it put 20 up there. Maybe it caught the next offer after that, which would be 21, you know, if there's another FBA offer. So the problem with repricing that we run into here is if we had access, if FBA sellers had access to all of these prices right here, if we had access to all of these, this is all the FBA competition right here. Oh shit, there we go. Keep it rolling. So if we had access to all of these, what would happen is we would price much smarter. We'd be able to tell the computers exactly what to do, and we'd be able to price our inventory much more strategically. We wouldn't be lowballing. We wouldn't be competing with all these merchant guys from their house. So yeah, that sounds great. We'd make a lot more money, but the problem is Amazon would lose a lot of money. Amazon would lose money because the prime shipping, I'll show you guys, come over here. Right here, we've got prime shipping, right? Got this package delivered in like 2 days. They have 1-day shipping now. So they don't want prime shipping to be super expensive for sellers. If we could compete on this whole vast, all these prices, we would, as FBA sellers, we would price much higher. And what that would do, it would piss the customer off. Because they'd be like, yeah, Prime's awesome, you can get it shipped in 1 day, but these assholes are pricing 25% above everyone else, which happens in a lot of cases. When we get the FBA price we want, we are 25% above all the other sellers. What Amazon wants, they're losing money doing this. They're making the customer happy. So in the long run, they're making money. So just understand that. That's why the lowest 15 used offers are that's why they limit it to us sellers. So when using apps like ScoutIQ, it's not a huge deal. It will kind of make some funky stuff pop up. Like this column right here, this FBA column, a lot of times it'll be empty. It's no big deal because most of the time when you buy a book, you want it to be profitable, merchant fulfilled, or FBA. You want it to be a profitable book, period. And the buy box, oftentimes, most of the time I think the buy box is available, and you know if the buy box is higher than the low merchant, you know that that's probably an FBA offer. You know, it is an FBA offer. Like maybe, unless this guy has like a terrible seller rating, the $5 guy, if there's no FBA competition, he's gonna win the buy box. So the purpose of this video, I'm getting into all this because with repricers, if you don't get that, if you don't understand all of this, how all this shit works, you're not gonna be able to get a repricer doing what you want, because you can make a repricer look all sexy and everything. You can have it to where it only competes against FBA competition. Like, oh, my repricer only competes against FBA competition. I'm not worried about, you know, it lowballing a merchant. Well, yeah, good luck, dude. Your inventory is probably not even being touched. And a lot of people I help have this problem. A lot of people, they'll have their repricers and we'll go look at them, like, all right, dude, let me see your templates. And we'll get into it and I'm like, dude, like 95% of your inventory is not even being touched because you're only competing against FBA offers. Now, I have a really smart friend who helps me reprice. I trust him. I've looked at the scripts he has. He helps me out. So I can't give the best advice when it comes to how to program a repricer, but what I can give some like grandfather advice to like grandkids, like this is what you should do. I can't tell you exactly how to do it, but I know that you should definitely know that this exists. Know that only the lowest 15 offers are able to be seen. So when you do make your settings, of course, the very first thing you should have is compete against FBA competition, because you want to price as smart as possible. But the next thing going down, that's where I know guys that use Waterfall templates. They have like 50 templates lined up. The first thing, of course, everything you want the software to do with FBA competition is going to be the first thing. Then you're going to have to get smarter and smarter. Not smarter, but you got to kind of get a little bit tricky. You got to base off of the low merchant price, maybe bump it 25%. And I'm just throwing all these numbers out there. I don't know. I used a repricer last August, and it really, really screwed me up because I was doing a lot of online arbitrage, bought a bunch of books that I shouldn't have bought, and then I turned my repricer on and I lost like $5,000. Okay, it wasn't good. So luckily I networked. I went to these events and I found a guy that I trust. He's really smart, and he made this guys. Cameraman Fritz, we ran out of storage on his phone, so now we're recording on my phone. But yeah, basically I networked and I found a guy who's really smart, and even with his Excel sheet that we use to reprice our inventory, or my inventory, still has its limits, you know. For really smart people out there that know how to scrape Amazon, it's not illegal to scrape Amazon's individual listings pages, whatever it's called. If you could do that and you can make a repricer based on all of the inventory, all of this, so we're talking like $5 is like the very first offer. That's not a $5 right there, all the way to 50, and then if you could scrape Amazon and know exactly, okay, there's an FBA offer here, there's an FBA offer here, and then know exactly how many FBA offers there are, you can make the perfect repricer. So if you guys are smart out there, you can't sell it. Amazon will get mad at you if you sell that. But you can do that, and I just don't know how to do it, and I don't feel like putting the time into making that, but that's also an option. But just know, when you go to reprice, don't think your repricer's gonna have access to all of Amazon's, data. They might claim it. So I know a lot of repricer companies will claim they have more access than they do, but most are very limited. All third-party apps only have access to the lowest 15 prices. So that's it, guys. Roamer the Roamer here. Like, subscribe, comment, unsubscribe, dislike it, whatever you gotta do. Peace out.